What's going on YouTube? It's Donnie all day, and I'm bringing you the Collusion Jack Wolf Knives. Now, this thing isn't released until this Friday coming up. Today is Monday, August 11th, 2025. So this Friday, pay attention because these things are going to drop. And by what am I going to show you? What am I gonna show you? These things are going to drop and they are going to fly off the shelves. This thing is super badass. So Ben Belkin came up with a new collusion, which is part of his series where his collab series. It's JW Collab, and basically Jacob Creates right here came up with a knife design, and then Ben Belkin put his flair on it, and it was produced, and it is pretty awesome. So you'll notice the artwork, and right here you're gonna see Jacob, and you're gonna see Ben, and the collusion that is the pairing, right? This street tough kid with the executive coming together to find a way to make the baddest ass. He doesn't like to call it EDC because he thinks it's too long for an EDC. This is too small for an EDC. This is just right. This is perfect, man. I go by fixed blade EDC with this all day long because there isn't a person on the planet who wouldn't be able to comfortably carry this any day, every day. And I have to say, I freaking love it. So I tell you guys all the time, I'll come up, with a blade shape. Not I'll come up, but I'll come out with a knife review on a blade shape, and I'll say, well, except like the harpoons. I hate the harpoon blade shape. I literally just had one out because I carried it for a couple days. But I don't like harpoons aesthetically, but if they work, they work. So generally you'll hear me say, I really like this blade shape, blah, 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 blah. But I'm very honest because what I don't like, I tell you. And I can actually, on this one, I can prove my love for this roundabout blade shape. Hold on. All right, so that's one of my designs, right? That's the D-Bad Menace. You'll notice the slanted tip. You'll notice the double step. Mine is obviously a bellied knife. This one is a more like a sheep's foot type thing where it's got that flat blade. But you can see like the bones are there, man. It's like it could be related. So when I say that I absolutely love this blade shape, I love this blade shape so much so that I designed something that's close to it. And now they come out with this one, and it is absolutely redonkulous cool. Look at these grind lines, man. That is freaking flawless. Now, this is a hollow grind. Just a beautiful, beautiful piece. But let us get into that. I think they knocked it out of the park together on this one. They did just enough of a finger well to give you a guard to where you're not going to slip. But remember, this isn't a stabbing fighting knife. If you were at an ATM and somebody came at you, can you defend yourself? Absolutely. I mean, with a sharp stick, you can defend yourself. But this thing is a sharp stick. Well, first of all, let's show you. Let's show you. And I didn't even test it first. When I say let's show you, I mean, I'm just going to show you because I already know. I mean, you can see all the hair right there, or I can just lift off that entire bird's nest. They have never, at Jack Wolf Knives, ever produced a knife that wasn't 100% shave sharp. I mean, that is freaking sharp. But this thing, besides being sharp in the edge, it's sharp in the design. I think it just looks amazing. This one is the Blue Linen Micarta. I am an absolute monstrous fan of this. I really love the Micarta. They also have it, and actually I'll show you. This is the Kieranite Purple Wave. You can see that DLC coating right there. That very cool looking piece is the red abalone. That's what it's called, abalone. And you can see that one there. This one here is the titanium. I love how they do all that grip work to make it almost look like micarta, but it's straight up titanium. And the blue color Torques are a really sweet touch there. All right, so this one, whoever gets this, whoever buys this one, I'm going to be completely jealous of. This is the Copper Marble Carbon Fiber Acid Stonewash. Acid Stonewash being the blade, but I live right around the corner from Bisbee, Arizona. We're a big copper area, and I think that right there is freaking amazing. And you can see I'm pretty serious about this copper. I have chunks of raw copper sitting right here in front of me. I have to say that Ben's decision to use that copper carbon fiber, awesome. And it's funny because micarta is one of my favorites. When you ever hear me talk about like the BK7, I say if only it came in micarta. Just naturally instead of cheap plastic. Why doesn't it come in micarta? Micarta. I love micarta. A lot of my blades are done with micarta. I freaking love it. But that copper, whew, that's beautiful. So, I mean, so is this. You'll notice it comes with the lanyard, with the bead. Very, very cool. But what we need to do is get into the specs so we can take it out. Before I forget, artwork, of course, done by Sean Tiffany. Love this guy. He does some great freaking work. And I didn't even have to read that. I just remember because I like the guy. Let's see here. Okay, so Jacob Ginsberg, who is what I showed you here. Jacob Creates, right? He is the designer. It is blue linen micarta on this one. Let's see, the lanyard is called Snake Knot Paracord, and it has a bronze anodized titanium bead, which is really nice. And even though the length of this knife is good enough to where you can put a pinky with very large hands on the end of there, having that lanyard, I can choke down now, and I use this to pull my hand this way and the knife this way, and it locks in the grip. It's actually really, really useful. The sheath we'll get into. The sheath is ambidextrous black leather with white stitching and a clip, which is nice. Everybody knows his pocket ones, but now you have one with a clip. I really dig that. Let's see. On this knife, we have bronze anodized titanium Torques. The blade is a hollow ground Crucible S90V. It is a beautiful belt satin finish. Total length is 6.62 inches. The blade length is 3.14 inches. The handle length is 3.48 inches. The cutting edge is 2.9 inches. Scale to scale is 0.36 inches. It is a 3 millimeter blade stock, and it is phenomenal. And it is begging to go outside and cut. So we're going to do that. But first, I just want to show you the sheath. Obviously, there's the hard box, magnetic. Inside the soft box, you can see it is the formed foam. Boop. Let's close that up. And it's just really good. I had a different one over here, but I was going to show you. But to compare the sheaths, you'll notice that because the knife is longer than he normally does with a fixed blade, the sheath is actually longer. But it's cool because, so for me, I'm a lefty, right? It's perfect for my hand. I have not even taken the sheath out of the box yet, so you do have to break them in. You have to get the knife in there and really, really work it. But there you go. But once you get it in, what you do is you mold your fingers in. And I had another knife sitting here where I had to do that. This guy right here, and you can see how it's molded in. It came the same way. But once you push your fingers in, your knife, just like this one, is going to go in and out with absolute ease. The lanyard makes it, that's nice and tight, makes it easy to pull out once you break in your sheath. Obviously, it will break in really fast because it's real leather. You can see the clip, how it's all mounted. That is really, really nice. Let's see, and already I'm starting to get a little bit of a form to where if I take it out, it's going to start going in a lot easier. But what all I do is just massage my fingers around, and that's how I form my sheaths when I hold them for myself. So obviously you can see now it's starting to slip in way easier. The more you do that and the more you leave it in there, the better it's going to be for you. It'll be flawless. So let's take it outside. You know, of all the questions I get on my channel, one that keeps popping up that has nothing to do with usually whatever I'm filming is, D-Bad, what brand glasses are you wearing? These are Iron Man sunglasses. I generally wear a lot of Olight, or I'll wear Oakleys. So if you'll see the transfer, but somebody just recently asked, so I figured I'd let you guys know if you were wondering. These are Iron Mans, and they're actually really, really decent. You get them dirt cheap, like $20 at Walmart. My other glasses are really expensive, and then I get these and they do the same job. So let's get this thing here out in the light so you can see it. Wow. Oh, I didn't realize I'm wearing a Wolf Knives hat today. I literally just noticed. I wear this thing all the time. I love this hat. Don't forget to buy the gear. Buy the gear. He's got really comfortable shirts. All right, so let's let me put this down. You'll be able to see that in a second. It actually stuck. Let's get into this knife right here, man. This thing I'm pretty excited about because it is beautiful, it's comfortable, it's quality, super high quality. So let's see, let's start with the plastic strap, packaging strap. That hollow grind is no joke. I'm gonna double up and do the rip and pull. I usually just do it with one piece, but this is Wolf Knives, and I know 100% that it's going to work. 150%. I know that no matter what, this knife is going to cut. So now that's 4 pieces of plastic strand. Now it's not a curved knife, so it's hard to take a flat blade and push down on a curved object, and this board goes like this, it bows, but we should be able to do it. All right, so not should be able to. That was super freaking easy. That was super easy. All right, so we got a nice rope here. It's all tied up and tangled, but it's okay because just like most people in the bedroom, we only need the tip. So let's get a nice little, whoa, I forgot that this thing is not screwed down. Take off that frayed end. Just beautiful. Beautiful. Right there. Get a nice cut on that rope. And now what we're going to do here is try to get a nice spot where we can get a raised section so I can actually press it. I almost pressed it upside down. That would have sucked for D-Bad. All right, so let's see. Oh my gosh, look how clean that is. That's like one of these ropes that's all old and crappy and it frays. Oh my gosh, that's as clean as a cut on this kind of rope. That's like scissors. Gosh, that's nice. All right, so let me see if I can't cut through 2 of them. Oh, I'm gonna fall down. Oh yeah, that is freaking beautiful. I'll tell you, as far as edge to edge, the best experiences I've had and the sharpest knives I've used were always his. As a matter of fact, this scar that runs all the way here, I tapped my finger with an edge on accident, literally tapped it, and it ripped open this entire finger to where the bone was exposed, everything. It's a sharp knife. So be careful, boys and girls, when you're out there cutting. You want to make sure you pay attention. Wow, I didn't even start yet, and it's already biting in. All right, let's see. I always get my thinnest, sweetest curls when I cut plastic with Wolf Knives blades. Oh man, you can be delicate with this knife. So I'm putting just mild pressure and turning on this plastic tube as I go in a circle, and I can keep it really close to the close to the edge of the plastic, where a lot of knives I can't. I have to go a little bit deeper, but this knife is so precise that it makes it really easy to get beautiful thin cuts. I mean precision cuts. It is awesome. I brought out a different kind of hose too. This is a straight up old hose that they used for the farm. It's got all kinds of weird mesh and stuff like that in there, and it gets real brittle. And I've tried cutting it with other knives, but it just cracks. So we're going to try with this one and see if it won't crack. That is the difference in edge. I stopped using this hose for knife tests because it would shatter. The Arizona sun just cooks them, it bakes them, and it turns that rubber into a hard plastic. So this used to be really nice rubber. And with no other knife was this possible. Was I doing a cut like this? Wow. That is so impressive. I mean, no other knife did this. Let's get a nice... That is so nice. You can see how it's all frayed on the end. It's got all that, and then this end is cut beautifully. Golly. Oh, Jack Wolf Knives, baby. This stuff is amazing. All right, so let's take some of this garden hose. We have 3 different kinds of hoses here just to cut up and play with. So this one obviously is a nylon hose with a rubber insert. We're going to do a rip, and we'll finish off the rip. So now we have 2 pieces, and what we're going to do is take them and twist them and make a nice hard braid here, and try to hold that down without it getting away from me. And again, we will work on just a push cut. Beautiful. Now let's take it, wrap all these pieces up again. I love Jack Wolf knives. I love Jack Wolf knives. All right, let's see. Uh-oh. It's hard to get it all to stick together now. But who knows? We could possibly get it to work. Oh, I'm losing my grip. I have nothing to grab onto here. Nothing. There we go. There we go. And just like that, I even shredded the tabletop. Just like that, it's all gonna cut. All gonna cut. What else do we have here? Let's do some feathering. Because this knife, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This knife is gonna be really, really handy for something like this. I mean, you'll be able to whittle with this thing like crazy. But, you know, as far as EDC fixed blades go, I personally think this is a perfect size. This is something you can put on your belt. You can even put in your pocket and let the clip go onto your pocket so it stays there. You could use this any day, every day. This is just a freaking knife, man. Look at that. Look at that curl. You'll notice the difference between swoops and curls. It's all in how you hold your knife. It's all that. Wow, that was so thin. Look at that. And this is the kind of stuff where you're making tinder so you can light a fire. Or craft people, you do this and you use this as like decoration. If you're making a craft something, you could use it as hair or whatever the hell you craft. Because people do that kind of thing. But golly. This is so smooth and so easy to use. And I have that nice side grip going where I'm pinching the blade, not the grip, to control my edge. That is 100% perfection. Like a cat, fection. All right, let's see. So if you are out, oh, that goes through so easy. And you're in the woods and you bag yourself a little animal and you need to do some skinning and you need to cook and eat and you happen to have this blade on you, well, I'll tell you what, I think you're going to be a-okay. Trying to get this to not spin off the top on me because I don't want to lose another finger. Look at this. This is, ooh, I missed that one. The problem is this is so soft. You can see it shredding. I'm going right through it. But the knife, holy, this is leather, rubber, mesh. This is thick. This is a real basketball. It's a good basketball. And And you think, well, why are you destroying your basketball? I have a lot of I play basketball, man. I love basketball. So look at that, man. It is so nice. This knife, the collab done here, the design, the way it was worked, it's as close to knife perfection as a knife can get. And there's no such thing as the perfect knife. There just isn't. We all know that. But golly, this thing wears the costume, I'll tell you that. This is amazing. So this knife is going to drop Friday. I'm telling you, they're going to sell quick. So I'm giving you, like 4 days, 5 days to prepare and save your money. Don't go buying anything stupid. Make your food at home, eat cereal, do whatever you got to do. Save your pennies, because on Friday you're going to want to get over to his suppliers list, or he might even sell it right from his own page. And you're going to want to buy this. I'm going to put a link down below to show you where to go. And on his page, you're going to see where he actually has a vendors list or suppliers or what, I can't remember what he calls it, but you'll see it. And just freaking awesome. And don't forget, when you're shopping for a knife, get that matching gear. You'll look handsome. You'll look suave and debonair with your Rocky shirt and your Jack Wolf Knives hat, because that's what cool is. But check that out. All right, so this is the Collusion Jack Wolf Knives. Amazing job. I am Donnie all day. Until next knife.